So this is another one of the episodes that I'm going to be doing of Unravelling Toxic Masculinity, and it, of course, features the Whatever podcast and the usual suspects. But let's listen to what they have to say, shall we?
And then Andrew made a joke about deportation. You said I'm a Trump lover. You saying that either I or Andrew or both of us have low IQ, and then.
Well, I mean, I've watched y'all's videos, and the arguments that y'all make, tend to make me side with her, because y'all don't make very good arguments whatsoever. But let's continue.
Andrew made a joke about deportation. You said I'm a Trump lover. You don't even know my politics.
That's crazy. Like, you guys literally have low IQs.
I think you're just mad he's going to deport your family.
And that's an ignorant-ass racist comment right there by an ignorant-ass racist motherfucker. I mean, there's not much to unravel there. That he would say that just shows exactly why these people are full of crap and why they also need to be fought back against.
Oh. I just find it kind of weird how, like, oh my God, people shouldn't be here illegally. Like, they're criminals. Like, what? You guys go into our country.
Well, which is your country? Is the United States your country, or is Mexico your country? I was born here.
But yeah, I can still say, like, Mexico, it's like.
Yeah, you could have a connection to a country that, of your heritage and your culture, whilst still being an American citizen, and feel, support for both. You could but that's what these lily white, pasty, conservative asshats don't want you to believe, because they don't have any culture other than America. That's their culture. America, and specifically white America, is what their culture is. Let's continue.
Is that your country, or isn't it?
No, it's not. It's not like my actual country.
So what's your country? If Mexico and America went to war, who do you have your loyalty to? Do you think that maybe that's a problem with having immigrants in?
Wait, and listen to what he says there. Do you think that's a problem with having immigrants? Not having persons who are here in violation of our border policies or whatever not as they would refer to them as illegals, but the problem with having immigrants, which is them just saying the whole thing. That's the quiet part, or not so quiet part now, out loud. That he just doesn't have a problem with persons who are here in violation of our laws. He has a problem with all immigrants altogether, because he wants you to immediately and instantly, be supportive of this country because we're America.
Let's get an answer.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would do a lot to protect, like, Mexicans and everything, honestly.
So maybe for the people who are here, right, when we hear this from...
The people who are here, and when he says the people who are here, I'm sure when he says people, he means people who look like him and not people that look like her, because these are racist ass MFers.
Even people who are born here with American citizenship. If my country goes to war with your country, I'm going to side with that other country and not my own country.
Here's a little news flash for you. This is the type of person, that is the nationalism that is toxic. That sort of nationalism is how Nazis come to power. If another country decided that they were going to declare war on us, the Americans, because they don't like Donald Trump, am I going to side with America and Donald Trump? If what they're who are they attacking? Are they attacking, the government itself, or are they just attacking every American citizen whatsoever? And how will Donald Trump defend us if that supposed thing happened in this hypothetical situation of Mexico and America going to war? Because if I was somebody living in, Nazi Germany in the 1940s, and, you asked me, who was I going to support? The French, the English, and the Americans, or the German Chancellor, the Nazi Party? I would not be supporting the country from where I was born. I would be supporting the people trying to topple the Nazis in charge. But this fool would back our country regardless of what our country did, because to him, nationalism is more important than anything else. At least that's my take on what this is, and anybody who disagrees is more than welcome to put their comments in chat and or to call in at some later point if you happen to disagree with, my opinion on this Andrew Schmuck and what
born here, like, I can't really do anything about.
That's true, except advocate on behalf of the enemy.
Well, see, here's the thing. Donald Trump has literally called us, the people on the left, the enemy. And he's treating American citizens and people who are here legally, even if they're not citizens, as the enemy. So why would I then not think that Donald Trump is not the enemy? So if you have tyrants in power and somebody is actively trying to remove that tyrant, am I going to sit here and cheer for the tyrant just because he happens to be a citizen of the same country that I'm a citizen of? Fuck no. You stand with the side of morality and the side of correctness. And sometimes that requires you saying that our country doesn't do the right thing all the time, and especially hasn't done the right thing since Donald Trump has been president.
You saying that either I or Andrew.
So there you go. That is my feelings on this shitbag podcast that's out there, because I'm not going to blindly support my country just because it attacks somebody else. If my country unjustly attacks somebody else, I'm going to be critical of my country, regardless of if I have cultural ties to that other country or not. But that's the difference between the poorly educated, the weak-minded individuals like these people and people who, have working brains and use them.